Hello everyone, hoping everyone's having a good one. If you are new to the channel, want to join the family and end up enjoying today's content, just hit that red subscribe button and like button before you go ahead and leave. Now we got Tom Seaver's ranked season debut. This card to me reminds me a lot of the Roy Oswalt card in terms of pitch types and in terms of control. Both of them are two cards that I felt I could control very well. And this guy is a workhorse. Now, Joey Gallo, you guys already know he's a liability out there in left field. So I'm a little skeptical on whether or not he's going to stay in the outfield for me or even stay on the team, to be completely honest with you guys, because we're moving up in terms of the ranked seasons rating. And once we hit Hall of Fame, I'm not sure if his vision is still going to be good enough. I might go ahead and replace him for another lefty left fielder that can actually swing the bat as well, just as good as him, if not better, even though that may sound impossible to do. Regardless, what you guys saw right there was Willie Mays hitting a solo dinger. That card right there, I told you guys. At first, I was doubting it. I was like, hey, I don't know if that card is going to be too good or not. I grinded all these moments for it, but ever since then, he's just been ripping for me. And in the previous game, Roy Oswalt's debut, he was actually the reason we won the game, since he hit that triple that allowed us to tie the game, and his defense was just amazing. Even though I don't put generally the clips of his defense, he's basically gold in right field in terms of fielding, and then his speed being a 92, he is literally able to track down any pitch whatsoever. So we got Trey Turner on base. Oh, another thing I have to say, he had Cal Ripken Jr. at short. And that Cal Ripken Jr., I think that it was probably one of the most underestimated, or underrated, I should say, cards in the 30 starter diamonds, because he does not allow anything to go through him at short. It is literally almost impossible to get a base hit past him, and he will do whatever it takes, literally, to get the ball. So I was just like, you know what? If I get a base hit to the left-hand side, it's going to be a miracle. Willie Mays, full count, lefty pitching. He's going to hit one right back up the middle. And with his speed, if he was throwing home, I knew I had second base. At the end of the day, he didn't even try to hit second base. I don't know why. I think Willie Mays most likely would have made it safely regardless. So I wasn't too worried. He had this Carlos Gomez playing for him. I'm pretty sure he was playing center field. And that Carlos Gomez, it only goes for around 10K. So if you're on a budget account and you need an outfielder, a center fielder, go ahead and check out that Carlos Gomez. He's probably not a bad option, and his speed and fielding definitely makes up for whatever his hitting is, even though I generally think his hitting is not that bad. So crazy sequence happens right here. So I had an amazing jump, stole second base, and I tried to predict once again when he would lift his leg up, since he was doing it instantly. Unfortunately, I predicted it wrongly. I didn't think he was going to throw to third base. I thought he was going to say, hey, this guy has common sense and is going to run back to second base. But he just threw over to third base, which was the logical thing to do, and he gunned me out. So unfortunately, we were unable to drive that runner in. You guys saw Tom Seaver. He's helping his cause out. He's getting base hits. If we would have never stole with, I believe it was, what's his name again, Trey Turner, we would have definitely had that RBI for Tom Seaver. Regardless, Troy Tulowitzki, he ends up getting hit by the pitch, and then I thought I had absolutely crushed that pitch with my created player, but Tom Seaver doesn't have the speed to run on that arm. So I said, you know what, we're going to go back to third, and then it's Andrew Jones' turn to hit. I said righty on righty. He has more power against righty. And if you could tell me that I was going to square up two pitches with the bases loaded by two of my best hitters and not get anything in terms of contribution or RBIs for it, I would have said you were crazy. Regardless, Corey Seager tries to make a dive and grab right here. I believe it was Buster Posey running. Weren't able to gun him out at first. That's completely fine. We get Didi Gregorius to strike out. And I'm not even sure how many Ks Tom Seaver had this game, to be honest, because truthfully speaking, I lost count and I never checked afterwards. I was just like, thank the Lord we're done playing at Ship Park. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know. But that Cal Ripken Jr., I was literally admiring that card because I was like, that defense is amazing. He comes up, we throw a hanger, and he crushes it for a solo dinger. So once again, I'm like, okay, we're in trouble because it's a two-run ball game. Tom Seaver, I know he's a workhorse. He has that quirk. But it looks like he might be getting a little bit tired. So I had to figure out what we're going to do. And then I don't know what was up with me and my base running decisions this game, because I shouldn't have even tried to take second base, especially with Joey Gallo up hitting. I should have just literally stayed chilling. But then again, if I would have never taken third base, then that most likely would have been a line out to the third baseman by Joey Gallo. And now this allows Trevor Story to get an opportunity to get a base hit. But one thing I do have to say is it literally balances itself out, because I crushed this one and I was, I believe, early. And in the previous one, I was late and got the double. So it balanced out at the end of the day. And then we get a strikeout. Tommy Pham strikes out. 2-2 count. As you guys can see, Tom Seaver is nearing 90 pitches, 91 with that strikeout. So now I'm starting to get a little worried. I'm like, all right, how is his energy going to look like with 100 pitches? I know he has great stamina. I know he's a workhorse, but 100 pitches on that arm, and it's only the 8th inning when it finishes. I said, we might be in a little bit of trouble, but 105 pitches, he's still going strong. Ground ball to shortstop, and then Corey Seager does that. And I'm like, Corey Seager, are you serious right now? He's about to give the bullpen some rest, and you're going to mess it up for him? And then Anthony Rizzo comes up next, and I'm a little scared now. I'm like, all right, now we're in a little bit of trouble. Anthony Rizzo gets a base hit. I'm like, crap. We might end up losing this game, honestly speaking. His 111th pitch, 1-2 count. He throws it in the dirt. My cap is not able to catch it, and then he sends him home, and we end up winning the game. So thank the Lord. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you all in the next one.